Hello everyone! I'm Felicita, the creator of Doodlez Studio and the Doodles Toons video series. In today's video, I'm going to share my thoughts and discuss what happened to the underrated iconic 2000 cartoon shows that used to air on TV networks back then. While we talk about that, I'll also be drawing my favorite underrated cartoon shows that from the early to late 2000 era. So let's get started. So the first underrated cartoon I'm going to draw is called Kappa Mikey. Kappa Mikey was a television animated series on Nickelodeon. It was released in 2006 and ended in 2008. And yes, it was unfortunately cancelled. The show follows the story of a 19-year-old American teenage actor who wins a lottery to become the lead star on a Japanese anime television show called Lily Moo in Japan. And I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love this show. I'm generally a fan of Kappa Mikey. It really matches my taste because it combines anime style characters and tropes with Western cartoon humor and energy. There's just something about that East meets West animation style that feels so unique and creative, especially for the mid 2000s. Next, I'm going to draw another one of my favorite underrated cartoon shows called Pepperan. I really love this show because it's kind of relatable to my early adolescent life experiences. Even though it's not exactly the same, some parts just feel very real to me. Pepperan was released in 1997 and ended in 2000. It aired on Toon Disney, which later became Disney Channel, so even though it's technically a late 90s show, it was still airing on TV in the early 2000s, which is how many people remember it. The show tells the story of a 12-year-old 7th grader named Pepperan. She's a tomboyish, imaginative, kind heart, and a little sarcastic. The series follows her as she navigates middle school life and tries to figure out herself and what makes her cool. And a fun fact, Pepperan was actually the first Disney animated series created and produced by a woman in Disney Channel's animation history. Lastly, another one of my favorite underrated cartoons shows that aired from 2003 to 2006 on Kids, Warner Bros. And Cartoon Network is Shaolin Showdown. Honestly, I really loved this show when I was a kid, and I have to admit something kind of funny. I secretly had a ridiculous crush on two characters. One was the hero Raimundo, and the other was the villain Jack Spicer. But I also a big fan, and I have my favorite female character named Kimiko, but I don't have a crush with her, obviously. I know it sounds a little awkward and maybe even cringe, especially having a crush on a villain character. But back then, I was just that kind of a kid who randomly developed crushes on fictional cartoon characters. Anyway, Shaolin Showdown tells the story of four elemental warriors, Omi, Kimiko, Raimundo, and Clay, who train under Master Feng to protect the world from the evil Halen forces. Okay, so before I move on to the conclusion of this video, I want to share my opinion about what happened to those underrated and sometimes forgotten cartoon shows from the early, mid, and late 2000s that used to be aired on television networks. Back then, the internet and social media weren't as common as they are today. There were no streaming platforms either, so the only way to watch cartoons was on TV. So where did all those underrated 2000 cartoon shows go? In my opinion, a big reason is how the television animation industry works. Networks like Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, and Warner Bros. have strict sponsorship and industry standards that creators have to follow. When creators pitch their shows and they get approved, the network usually owns the show. That also means the network has full control over production and distribution too. If a show gets cancelled, it's often because of low viewership, poor advertising revenue, weak merchandise sales, or a shift in the network's creative direction. A lot of underrated 2000 cartoons simply stopped being marketed or promoted on TV. Without strong promotion, they slowly faded from the mainstream spotlight. Sometimes shows get reboots, but not all reboots feel as fresh or original as the first version. But no matter what, guys, we'll never forget our favorite iconic 2000 cartoons. Even if they were underrated, that era felt very creative and original in its own way. And honestly, that's why it's important for us, especially new creators, to keep looking forward and continue creating fresh and original ideas of our own. Okay, so that's all for today's video. Don't forget to like this video and let me know in the comments what is your favorite underrated cartoon shows from the 2000s. Stay inspired and I'll see you next time. Peace. Subscribe to Toons Studio where original animation and imagination come to life.